That way, everybody not driving to the stadium. So that always helps. But other than that, I hear everything you guys are saying because 480 is nuts. Like it's nasty, horrible.
Cass is dying on 480. The sun is in your face.
Not they dying.
Damon Jam got the tea in the grill. Spilling true bombs, daily drip. I squad flex, yeah, I never skill. Story so fresh, let the vibe quit. Drip, drop, the news won't stop. They got the juice, rising to the top. Tune in quick, don't let it fly. I squad rolling, we make it past.
If you live in a city, maybe even a state or an area that funds a team, what do you think about that? What do you think about them funding your money for their team, whether it be NFL, NBA, NHL, or even lower level teams? What y'all think? Because we have a clip, we have an article, but we have an article about the Cleveland Browns. So I'm gonna go ahead and summarize this for you while we bring this up. If you're not aware, the Cleveland Browns are one of the few cold places that ain't got no dome. And not dome like getting some dome, but dome as in a domed football stadium.
Wow, stop.
Wait a minute.
I couldn't unmute myself fast enough.
I had to throw this.
Wait.
I had to make sure y'all was up.
That button was stuck. He was like, damn it.
I had to make sure y'all was away.
But no,
does not have
no, we're fine. We're fine.
Does not have a dome stadium. So when it snows, like they getting snowed on. When it rains, when it hails, all of the things that Cleveland, Ohio gets, the players are getting hit with that as well as the opposing team. So let's just say you from, I don't know, somewhere like San Diego, right? Let's say you practice
like,
San Diego
where
it's beautiful, right? Then you pull up to Cleveland and you like, what is this? So because of this, it limits sometimes like things of like, let's say they want to have the Olympics, let's say they wanted to have Super Bowl or something like that. They really can't host stuff like that because of the unpredictability of the weather factor. So the owner, which I think is Jimmy Haslam, I think is their name. The Haslam family, the Haslam Foundation and all that. They like, look, we cool with putting up the bread. We ain't putting up all the bread though. Y'all gonna come off with some bread. And
they coming with the Art Modell.
What's that boy's name? That's the city mayor. What's his name? Young boy.
It's called Sleepy Man. That's
what's that young boy name? What's that young boy name? Who the mayor?
Shaker?
No, the mayor of Cleveland. He's young boy.
Bib.
Yeah. Bib was like, nah, I'm not. No. He like, well, this lakefront property, you gonna have to do something. No. Oh, okay. So we gonna shoot that on over to another city then, since y'all think y'all gonna play with us. He like, you can't do that. We got contracts. So they've been beefing basically back and forth. What has been approved by the Senate is, you know what?
Ohio Senate
said, go ahead, give him that $600 million. Go ahead, build that dome. What's your thoughts on that? Drop some drip in the comments. You want your money to a sports team that you probably don't even attend? What do you think there should be benefits that you should get from that? What y'all think? Drop some drip in the comments. And if you haven't, hit that like button. Dame, you want me to go or you got it?
Are we flexing with funds?
I got it because I'm excited about this. Actually, because I'm actually going to reap the benefits of this because just so happened that stadium is being built in the same area, not far from my new home. So as they build that stadium, the property value will increase. So I'm all for that.
What are you doing over there? Getting drunk? We don't do that on camera. Thank you.
No one can see me but you.
We are
and on top of that,
I can hear it all.
Before I was interrupted.
My bad.
No, I got you. But I love the idea. Well, as a sports fan, I love the idea first because, man, a dome. Who don't mind a dome? because where the stadium right now is wide open, it's very, very cold and uncomfortable. You get a dome, that means people don't mind going to see the games all year round, whether we win or lose. And if you know anything about the Browns, they got some of the best fans on earth.
They do.
And they're very excited. Even when they lose and they win it, they happy. It's crazy. So I'm not against it. I it's good to know that funds are being allocated the right way, if that makes sense.
You say the right way.
They happy if you don't go 0-16 right now. So
but we won 3 games. We going to the chip.
No, ain't no chip.
Hold on, my guy. 3 games ain't enough for the chip, my guy. We going. We won the first 3 games.
They gonna sell some Sanders jerseys. I'll tell you that. They are big. They are bigging up the area right now. My goodness.
Yeah.
So my thing is this: I have no problem being a taxpayer, putting in money and so forth. That's the case. But as a taxpayer, whether if you're using state funds, then anybody with a state of Ohio ID should get discounted tickets. Yeah, if it's local, then
you're an investor.
I'm an investor. Right. But why am I paying the same as somebody who flew in from Florida? Absolutely not. You need to go ahead and do it like you do the zoo. What y'all about to no. Pre-games, y'all should be doing half price tickets. I should be able to sit on the ground for half price. It should be a full-on bid-in war. And like you should be to me, that's where the difference is. Like, there's no benefit to taxpayers to invest in these things because you're not even giving. You're just saying, "Oh, I'm gonna take from y'all. Oh, if you can't afford it, you can't afford it." Well, you know what? You couldn't afford this dome. You couldn't afford this dome.
You couldn't afford this dome.
So don't be over here talking stuff to me. So that's my thing. Like Ohio, this is cool. It's fine, cool. What you're about to give back to them? What are you going to do to allow them to get to a game to see the investment that they've done? I challenge you. That's what I got with that.
To a duel.
No, I ain't no duel. I don't run nothing. I just talk on the show.
It would include major tax changes.
It also includes a big step toward bringing a Browns Dome stadium to Brook Park. Tonight, while some see it as a game changer, others are crying
moving it to Brook Park.
The Republican-controlled Ohio Senate pushed through
a
$60 billion budget proposal, one that reshapes taxes and sets the stage for the state's first domed NFL stadium in Brook Park.
Just very excited about what the Senate has presented.
Brook Park Mayor Edward Orcutt in Columbus to lobby for $600 million in state funds to build the new Brown Stadium. The Senate's plan:
football teams that have domes that retract
unclaimed state funds to finance the project.
We're building a destination.
Because I'm not trying to be. I'm not finna be.
It's not a lot of them.
Nah, you ain't about to put a type on me. I'm cool.
Concerts and a lot more than what.
No, there's been the first one that I remember going to in my life was when I went to Toronto with the Blue Jays.
You got that bread. He been
all right. But that was the first one that I remember is Toronto Blue Jays Stadium, and they had it retract. That was a minute ago, so I'm pretty sure it's good to go. We're gonna let them finish.
Wait, yeah, Toronto Blue Jays is the hockey team.
Toronto Blue Jays is baseball.
Baseball.
All right.
Baseball.
We have today.
However, also in the budget, Ohio would move to a 2.75% flat tax starting next year. Right now, Ohioans making $26,000 to $100,000 a year are taxed at 2.75%, while those making more than $100,000 are taxed at 3.5%. Under the plan, both groups would be taxed at 2.75%, amounting to a $1 billion tax cut for the top 20% of income earners, according to one estimate. Democrats blasted the plan for the Browns and the flat tax.
So that means you about to get your money back from poor people.
Personally, I
like below
on them,
that line.
But they are billionaires. They have billions of dollars in their possession.
She had that face like in their possession.
The Senate legislature shook the couch cushions looking for money from everyday Ohioans.
So what's next? The House and the Senate must reconcile their different budget versions and send a final plan to Governor DeWine by June 3rd.
It's really only 0.0 0.05% more than the people who were at that line were paying anyways. That's not really the prop. Her argument was wrong, in my opinion. That's wrong. Like, oh, they're really paying. Like, girl, they was paying 2.7 anyways. What's 2.75?
Yeah.
The real problem is that you reduced where you were actually getting money from. That's what you were supposed to talk about.
Yeah, and I also don't think that the state of Ohio totally benefits from this.
Absolutely
Now,
not.
yeah, so it benefits the people that are in the area
Like Cleveland
locally, right?
metropolitan area,
Right,
maybe
but
within an
also,
hour.
our man Plain Dame right here, who Sleepy Brown. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Sleepy Brown over here, he ain't gonna be able to
I'm
get out.
thinking
He
about the
got out his
2.7.
damn driveway when
I'm
he
thinking about the
Oh
2.7.
yeah,
right.
yo,
You over
traffic
here
about to be
you talking, but you
terrible.
know what I'm saying? It's gonna them bowling
I'm
alleys
not
down there
that
gonna
close.
be
I'm
hard.
not that close to where they building the stadium.
But
As
you're
long as
gonna
you don't
wish
live
you
on a
was
main
because you
street,
ain't
I
gonna be able to
guess.
get nowhere on a Sunday, Thursday, or one of them Friday games. It's gonna be up. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing. You're gonna have to
I'm
work from
up and I
home, dog.
up, then I'm up and I'm stuck
In the driveway. You ain't gonna
in the
be able to do
driveway.
nothing.
Have you
I'll
one
be
of these
alright.
bottles with you? I'm just
I'll be
kidding.
alright.
Don't drink and drive.
You're gonna have to be
Yeah,
at the
you
house
caught.
for the
All right.
bottle.
Yeah, that's a
All right.
nasty word.
All right, so drip or drop the bag. You know what I'm saying? So this is people tax dollars in play, particularly you, Mr. Plain Dame. Are you for it or are you against it? Should we be keeping people in the where everything was, where the history is, where everything is for the stadium, right? So on the left, we got the Cleveland with the dome, and they talked about ways of what's called retrofitting, so putting a dome on top of something like this versus having a retractable dome on the outskirts of the city. So let us know your drip as a local Ohio win.
Well, personally, like I said, I hated the old stadium. I always go there, get cold. I think it was a lot involved with that as far as people was looking like shit. We should have been had a dome because of the city, the snow, the temperatures, all of that.
Oh, but it's so sad that you're one of the few teams that has lakefront property. You're one of the few teams that you're able to go hit you a football game, a basketball game, and a baseball game all at the same time.
Day.
You might have, I think it's Cleveland, Boston, and one other city that you could hit all three at the same day if you really was about it, which is crazy.
And if they had a Taylor Swift concert in the middle of it, you could get hit that too.
Gotta love it.
But that's a wrap. So now it's moving to the suburbs.
I mean,
now
yeah,
you're moving all these people out to
football stadium.
Just think about the name Brook Park. That's not sexy. Ain't nothing sexy, but I'm about to go to Brook Park.
What's sexy about 0-16 Brown?
I'm downtown and I get to go to these bars and look at these bras and everything else at these. You know what? They ain't even got Tequila Ranch no more, which is crazy. But I can go downtown and go to the bars and get a cheap. Like if you from let's say Massachusetts and you come here, like getting a drink in Cleveland is cheap. Cheap. I'm about to ball out on these bars.
They gonna still be at the bars watching the game. It's gonna be people like I ain't going up there, so the bars still gonna jump.
So what you're saying is everybody need to make a business near the stadium.
That's crazy.
That's gonna be a bar.
It's just I don't think the traffic can handle it
ecosystem
on that side of town like that. I don't think the traffic can handle that.
You talking about the west side?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that 480? So you're gonna have to go from 71 to 480, dog. Like it's already bad. People gonna be trying to come from the south, you can't come from the north. Well, shoot, yeah. Now
can you even take the streets?
You'll be coming from I-90 to get over there, trying to get to a football game. It's gonna be people driving 2 hours on the street, having to take a bus.
Y'all live in a city where you gotta take the city streets, or it's like the certain different teams are like in a suburb, and then like one team is like in the downtown, and then you gotta drive all over the place. Drop some drip in the comments. Let us know where y'all from. Have y'all seen this work out? What's been your experience on your commute? I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not about to drive to the suburbs to be in traffic. I'm not
right, because you ain't gonna be able to get out.
I'm only gonna do that downtown because once I park, now I get sauce, you know what I'm saying, sober up, catch my Uber, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and get up out of there. But there's stuff going on. And if it's in the suburbs, one thing going on is like your kids is outside playing.
Yeah,
when you in the downtown spot and everything is there, and say you got a little bit of dollars, you can take that lakefront airport and get up out of there. So that's one thing.
You can take that shuttle.
Yeah,
I ain't talking about no shuttle. I'm talking about going out of Burke. Yeah, you can get out of Burke.
But I heard that's what they're gonna have at the stadium.
Out of Burke. So there are charter flights out of Burke that you can take. So
yeah,
you
they supposed to be providing shuttles to the game. Like, because basically where the stadium is going to be is not going to be far from the airport. And there's parking lots near there that have shuttles that'll carry you off. So I'm pretty sure they're going to utilize those for the game. So that way everybody not driving to the stadium. So that always helps. But other than that, I hear everything you guys are saying because 480 is nuts. Like, it's nasty, horrible.
Cass is dying on 480. The sun is in your face.
Not they dying.
I'm just gonna be for real.
Where?
Oh, you want to know? Extreme. You want to like the sun is in everybody's face on 480. I used to have to drive that. I ain't gonna lie. That was ridiculous. And every morning it's a hit or miss. You better hurry up and get there early before that sunrise because people with green eyes and blue eyes can't see when the sun hit that horizon. And that's just a fact. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah.
They better had a visor or them sunglasses because when it start hitting, people start going over them lines and it's over with.
More so, I mean, I guess you can worry about the sun, but they're gonna be backed up on the freeway, so it don't even matter. They're gonna be sitting there going skirt, skirt, skirt.
Because they can't see.
Everybody hurts.
Because there's not enough what's the exit?
It's already
what's that exit that they? Yeah. Anyways, check it out. If y'all for it, let us know in the comments. Y'all think that would you want your tax-paying dollars to go to a team where a billionaire or whoever actually owns the team makes the profits and it doesn't give you no kickback? Like I said, my stance is.
Step into the spotlight where the vibe don't quit. Dame and Jim got the tea, yeah, they never miss a bit. Cash is pay on the beat, make you wanna dip. Odd squad in the house, let's take another trip.